Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US, and I am going to do a retake on my bulbs that I did before. They became so muted and the colors all blended, and so I watched a couple videos and learned it's better to paint on the outside of them. So I have this all set up with brand new bulbs, but you know what, let's just paint over the ones I already did. So I just have a box here with some popsicle sticks kind of shoved through it so that I can balance the bulbs a little, paint them upside down. Did I move that out of the frame? Sorry. I'm trying to hurry because I don't have much daylight left, guys. Our days are so short. So I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. This will go under my Art 1 video, so I'm not sure who all will see it. But hopefully I'll have some people take a look at this. So I'm going to try, this is easier. I saw someone who does these more frequently than this is like my second attempt. And she's got it down to a system. She actually has a cup full of white paint and she dips the ornament in that, which would be so much easier, and I think you'd waste less paint that way. So I'm going to do these two with a white base coat. The middle one, I'm not going to do a base coat. I may have some bare spots on my ornament, but I'm okay with that. So it's really hard to get paint to flow inward. So I'm just gonna help it along with my finger. See if we can't get some decent coverage. This actually isn't going too bad. It's covering it fairly well without me helping it, so that's nice. So hopefully this method will work out much better than the last time. The last time did not go so well. All right, and I did see the other gal that I watched that did this, she used a thicker paint for her base coat, which I have not done here. And then used a slightly thinner but still thick paint for the colors that she puts on. So we'll see. I may find that my method is not as good as hers, but art lab experiment day, whatever you want to call it, I'm not worried about it. I am a little concerned that I forgot to bring paper towel out with me. Oh, it's fairly warm today, unusually warm for Michigan. We've got up to 62, I think. That's pretty warm for November in Michigan. But it's cooling off quickly in my art room. So I'm out in my art room, but I won't be out here very long. It's chilly. All right, sorry, maybe I should have done this before I started my video. This is kind of the boring part, but you can always skip past the boring parts if you want. I am not offended. All right. So I'm going to do one with my sister in mind. She loves to decorate for Christmas with teal. So I have this lovely metallic teal that I found. What color is it? Let's see. By Extreme Sheen, which you guys know I love their metallics. This is aquamarine. So I'm going to use a little bit of aquamarine and some silver, and I'm just going to drizzle. Easy peasy. So I squeeze my cup to make a little point so I can get a little more control over how much paint comes out. And then I'm going to use some silver on this one. Just kind of willy-nilly, and hopefully it kind of flows together. I'm going to throw a little bit of black on this one, not too much, just a little, just to give it some contrast. And then I think I am going to add this lake blue as well. which is probably closer to my sister's color scheme that she uses. All right, that's taken over there. Put a little bit more of that metallic. Sorry, when I think I stop talking. This is really interesting. I'm gonna have like the messiest box ever. All right, a little bit more right there. All right, I'm gonna let that be. I'm not sure, I feel like I'm losing a lot, but there's a nice lovely white spot over here. It must be leaning slightly, so let me see if I can straighten that one up a little. Okay, this one over here I'm gonna do in kind of my colors that I like to decorate in for Christmas, and that's reds. So I have a lovely ruby, plus I put a little bit of crimson in it just to take that color a little bit darker. The ruby is the metallic, the extreme sheen. So I'm gonna do this a little bit differently than I did that one. Let's see what we get. When I finish these, I don't know if I said this already. If I did, I'm sorry. When I finish these, I will fill a cup with my Liquitex gloss varnish that I love so much. I use that for most of my paintings. If I don't resin them, I'm using Liquitex gloss. So I'm gonna fill a cup wide enough for these ornaments with that varnish rather. And then I'm just going to dip these in them. Again, a tip I saw from another artist. So grateful for these artists sharing their tips. I'm gonna dip it in the varnish in the cup, lift it out, let it drip, and then hang it on a little ornament hanger to completely dry. That's the plan. I think for this one, I'm gonna go with gold. In between the red, maybe. You can see some of these, I'm taking the bottle down. It kind of helps me control where the paint ends up dripping. Oh, I think I just hit it. I did. Just add a little gold there. See if we can't cover up that mistake. Happy little accident. Okay. I feel like it needs something over here, but I don't know that I want to. I kind of think I want to leave this one red and gold, guys. It's looking really, really cool. I'll take the camera down. This one is kind of doing the same thing it did on the inside, which makes me a little bit nervous that this one's going to do the same thing. The colors are kind of blending. I mean, it's pretty, but it's just not what I was looking for. I'm going to add just a little bit of white. Again, we need some contrast here. Okay. All right, for this third one, I am going to do a flip cup. And I think I'm gonna do red and white and black and metallic. So I'm just gonna fill a cup real quick with some red and some gold. White. Copper. I hope these dry better than the last ones. And black. I think I'm gonna put a little more red on top of that too. This one's looking really cool, guys. I like this one. This one I'm not so sure on. All right. I hope this is enough paint. So there we go. I'm just gonna do a quick little ring pour. don't know if I put enough paint in this cup, guys. Oh, my ornament's moving though, for sure. Oh, it's looking super cool. I hope it keeps what it's doing. And I hope it covers all the edges, because it's looking super cool. But it mostly went on this side and didn't go in the middle. This side might fill in. I'm not sure about this side. I wonder if I can add some flow extender like I do on a painting. It's really hard to work on that middle one without hitting these other ones. This part looks really, really cool, guys. Let's just hope that these stay like this. Okay, I'm gonna take you down for a close-up, and then I will post this video probably before they dry. So watch for upcoming videos that maybe will share how they dried. Just pulling some paint down over here, and I may regret that, but I'm hoping it'll help that paint to just flow that way. And I apologize if you just heard that noise. I think a bird just hit my window. Poor thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't have much paint over here. I'm going to actually pick this up off the table and just pull it up. Try to get that paint to flow down. I don't mind a little negative space, but I don't want a ton. Okay. I will take you guys down for a close-up. I'm going to pray that these dry as pretty as they are looking right now, and quickly. The quicker they dry, maybe the better it'll be. So, all right, guys, I'll give you a close-up and then watch on a future video for how they dry. All right, guys, not only is it hard to do a close-up, but I'm kind of wondering how on earth I'm going to move this box with this puddle of paint right here. But here we go. I really, really like this middle one. That one was fun, and I really like this one. The blue one is not my favorite, but I think if I had done a more similar pour to the middle one with the blues, it would have looked better. See, it just kind of, that one just doesn't have as much detail, but that middle one, oh, yum. I just love that, and I like the simplicity of this one. This little bit of paint right here, I'm just gonna see if I can help it along just a little. All right, guys, there we go, my 3 ornaments. I will let you know how these dry. They're looking really fantastic right now. Hopefully they stay that way.